Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
What is up? Glad you could join us. You know what's funny? So KG and I were just talking about this. Brandon's in here. KG's in here. JB was in here.
Shout out.
We were talking about the TA stuff. And it's so funny because I don't know if you guys had a moment like this, okay? And I don't like talking about this because somebody might watch it and realize that they were one of them. But did you have a moment in your life? And Young B, I don't know if you're there yet, but did you have a moment in your life where one of the most difficult things you can do is to say, this is my crew, these are my guys, right? They're always in a sense going to be my guys, but they're heading in one direction and I'm heading in another direction.
You're right.
And it's time to go separate ways.
Yeah.
Right? Have you ever had a moment like that?
I've seen it before.
Absolutely.
Sure. I guess the best way to describe it would be like a training camp. When I was 24 years old, seriously, I had a cut down day.
Yeah.
And there were just guys, and sorry if you're one of them. They're like, seriously, so there were just guys. I'm always going to feel it from there.
Yeah.
They were my guys, but I was going in one direction and knew where I wanted to be, and it was just time to stop some of the shenanigans that I did of yesteryear.
Yeah.
Because I remember talking to somebody who will always mean a lot to me. We don't talk too much anymore, but shit would happen at 23, 24, where it was funny if it happened at 16, 17, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was funny.
I done been there.
All right? Then at 23, 24, it's like, dude, like we could go to jail for this, right? Like you like this isn't funny, haha, giggle anymore, right?
Yeah.
Without getting too much into it. It wasn't anything that nefarious, all right? And I think one thing that people don't realize is, especially when you become a professional athlete, every one of those dudes should have a cut down day. Everyone, you worked your ass off to get to a certain point, okay?
Yeah.
You worked your ass off to get to a certain point, all right? It's time, you got to cut the fat, man. There are people, whether, and I know, KG, what's the code? Oh, you can't do your guys like that. You can't do
right.
That. No. You know the way I look at it? My crew can't do me like that.
Exactly. Especially when I'm kind of, you got to protect people that ascend to certain heights. And, it's one of those things. Now, the TA situation is a little murky because it seems like it was a situation in which an Airbnb was kind of involved, and some of his family members may have been staying there. Some things were taken from that place, and they decided to take it into their own hands and go get the stuff back. If that's the situation, then that's slightly different, but I totally agree with the sentiment. You can't allow people to bring you down, even the ones that you care about.
No.
I've had to do the same thing. Like one of my best friends of many years, I kind of had to distance myself a little bit because, like you said, you going in one direction, I'm going another way. It ain't necessarily got to be anything like crime related, but it's just I see you're growing and we're just growing differently. We're growing apart, and that's okay. That's just part of life. But yeah, you got to be careful with the company that you keep. If the situation played out like I said, then I kind of can understand where that comes from. But at the same time, you probably shouldn't have gone about it that way.
You got it. And then you know what happens? My name gets thrown in where it doesn't belong.
Exactly. Because you see the news is plastered.
You got it.
TA, like he's involved and he's not.
And legitimately, that's what I don't think people understand. Is this is a situation. There are too many lazy people out there that are going to read a headline and go, gangsta.
Yeah, exactly. And it's
gangsta.
On top of the fact they already didn't like him for whatever his on-field performance.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's weak. It's a grab by the media to try and get a story, and we get that. Hopefully everything plays out the way it's supposed to. But yeah, it's a tough situation. And if you TA, I can't imagine what that's got to feel like right now, especially if you had nothing to do with it at all.
I always laughed at the whole you forgot where you came from stuff. Like I always laughed at that. And you can't forget your crew. Okay.
Yeah. That's
and what you know what? That's a two-way street. If you're really my crew, if I'm in KG's crew and I see KG going off someplace, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do everything I can to make sure he gets there.
Yeah.
If I really care about him,
Yeah.
why the hell would I put KG in a position where you might have some trouble?
If you're a real friend and somebody that considers once I call you a friend, I look at you like family. If you're like that, then you looking out for my best interest.
Bam.
And that's, if you're a real friend, then you're not going to put me in compromising situations, So no, I totally agree with you. Like, there has to be a level of that on both sides. It can't just be a one-sided type thing, because otherwise, what are we doing here? That's not a friendship.
Yep. So true story. I was talking about this guy yesterday. Like, I had a friend who played in the National Hockey League, played for the Olympics and everything. And we got into one of those late teen issues that I think so many of you got into. We were, what a great idea. Let's grab a case of beer and drink a bunch of beer in public. What a great idea, right? Let's go hang out at the local spot in Livonia where all the kids hang out with a case of beer. Well, the police rolled up, right? Mm-hmm. Do you know the first thing that went to my mind is that is 100% my beer. It is 100% my fault. I did all of this. This is me. Because what made me literally crap my pants when I was there is I looked at my buddy and was like, there ain't no way he's losing his scholarship over something like this. There ain't no way that he's getting a black mark on something like this. So, like, KG, seriously, I'm not trying to look like a good dude or anything.
No, for sure.
Cop rolls up and he goes, what's all this? And I go, all mine.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a case of beer? Yep. Nope, nobody else. It's all me.
As you're supposed to.
Yeah, and I'm a loser at 19 years old, right? like seriously. My buddy's on scholarship, and we think there's a pretty good chance that he's going to make it to the NHL.
Right.
And it's like, nope, all me.
Exactly.
And he's like, oh, so you want to go to jail? No, I don't want to go to jail. But you know what? I'm 19. I had a few beers. It's all mine. He made me pour it out. So we were like, that was the extent of it.
Right.
I didn't even get a ticket. He goes, pour the damn beers out. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Mean Street Sale Town, man.
But I
L's
got
up.
the
You're right.
L's, like, respect. But so when I see things like this, I don't know this situation. Okay, I don't. We all don't know. We know what we know right now. But my advice to Terrian Arnold, is maybe these are people that shouldn't be in your life anymore.
Yeah, or just take a deep dive and make sure that, okay, if you're being loyal to these people, it's for the right reasons. Or, it's worth being loyal to these people. Because, like you said, it's a two-way street. Like, I look at love as it's an action. It's not something that should be taken lightly. And
100.
if you love me, once again, you won't put yourself in these kind of compromising situations, knowing that they're going to aim for me because I'm the one with the name. I'm the one with the career. I'm the one with the money. So, yeah, you just hope it's one of those situations.
I don't think people think it out. I really
don't.
like.
They don't.
I don't think. High crime. You know. But at the end of the day, if you're connected to a guy like this, his name's gonna thrown out. Like, read that headline, okay? I'm gonna read it out loud for you guys. 2 men with possible ties to Terrian Arnold face kidnapping and armed robbery charges in Tampa, per NBC Sports. So let's break that down. They might have ties to Terrian Arnold.
You're right.
Possible ties. But what does the kidnapping and armed robbery charges have to do? Even if they do have ties to Terrian Arnold, what the hell does that have to do with Terrian Arnold?
It doesn't. But you notice they were looking for that name.
You got it.
It was that name. It's a dirty game, man.
The salacious cells.
You've been in media a long time. You know how this game goes. I've been in 10 plus years now. You know how this game goes. Like, they are looking, as soon as they found that out, his name was going to get plastered, whether he had something to do with it or not. So and it's unfortunate.
I had some guys, Charles Rogers, okay, the late Charles Rogers. phenomenal. Do you remember how good he was?
Oh,
phenomenal.
he was amazing.
Okay?
Oh, yeah.
I had some of his guys, not in his crew, but the guys that followed him very closely, say the worst thing that could have happened to him was to be drafted by the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was the obligatory shot against the Lions. And it was not. It was, this is a guy that is so in tight with his crew, it would have been in his best interest to go to Kansas City.
Right.
To go to San Diego. To go to Miami. Just to get away from the crew, because he will not let go of his crew. Those are his guys.
Yeah.
You know, and by all accounts, the crew brought him down. And I say this to anybody. Charles was one of the nicest dudes. Like, I'm not even being funny. He was one of the nicest dudes. And unfortunately, he just got in with the wrong crew, and he wouldn't cut bait, man.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
He wouldn't cut bait.
Yeah.
I don't know. I see stories like this, and I hope that people have enough common sense, and that's why we tried to speak it out. Somebody's going to try to make a big deal about this. Somebody in the chat, for all I know, who, as you pointed out so astutely, KG, who already has a preconceived notion about Terrion Arnold.
Right.
Who already has argued with you or me about how good Terrion Arnold is. You know, what are they? I told you. I told you.
He told me what?
You've been waiting on this day.
What did you tell me?
Waiting on this day.
Dude's not but trouble, and he's no good.
Right. You told me, man, with possible ties to him, we're gonna go do something. That's what you told me.
What
Like,
did
come
he
on,
have
man.
to do with any of that?
Yeah,
you know,
it's
and
crazy.
that's. But, dude, it's a hard lesson that so many young athletes have to learn. There just comes a time where, I don't know. And we've all been there before. You know,
Being loyal to the wrong people,
Yeah.
it can hurt you.
I
If you
will
don't identify it, it absolutely can hurt you.
There are people that, like, seriously, when I think about them, I still feel it right there.
Yeah.
I do. I just don't want. I don't want to hang with you anymore, man.
Yeah.
We're just at. You know what? I got 2 kids at home. That is the absolute focal point of my life. And no, thanks anyway.
Yeah.
Like, oh, come on out. Oh, dude, come out. You guys are still at our age going to the bar and getting in bar fights.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Like, think
Like,
about
what are
it.
we doing?
Like, think about that. Like, and you know how if you're there, you feel compelled to get your bros back, or at least try to play the role of peacemaker, which never works when alcohol's involved. So you know what I do? Have a blast, guys.
Exactly.
You know, and eventually they stop calling you because they
Right.
know you ain't gonna go out anymore.
Yep.
You know, but are you kidding me? I'll take that every day, over getting into something like that.
Yeah, I can love from a distance, and I know that's cold to say, but I've mastered the art of loving from a distance in certain situations, and it's just one of the things. You got to protect yourself, you got to protect your own peace, your own energy, and you shouldn't be giving energy to the wrong people. I'm a firm believer in that, and that goes for family too. It's not just friends. Listen, like, and that's real.
More than you know.
I'm trying to tell you, family is just a word, bro. You gotta provide action behind that. So no, totally agree. But once again, you just hope this situation isn't worse than what it maybe seem at this moment. But we'll see. We gotta let it play out.
I'm and I know how the game is played, but the person who came up with this title, Terrion Arnold, has nothing to do with this.
No.
Nothing.
No.
Nothing. No. Nobody's even alleging that, right?
Yeah.
So, guys that you know do something dumb, and your name gets thrown out there. Like, right?
Yeah.
Like B, we were talking there without getting too into detail, but we were talking about some things going on in where you're at in life, man. And you know what? There are some groups of people that you've encountered. You go ahead and stay over there,
right?
And I'm going to go ahead and stay over here. I feel more comfortable with people like this that have long-term girlfriends that have. I don't want to be around that, man.
Right. And it's like,
I don't want to be around that.
Guys around my age too. I'm 23, just turned 23. So you kind of start seeing different paths being created, like you said. You know, the people who you should be around versus the people that maybe you can keep a distance from, maybe watch from the distance, but not totally cut them off. But, you know, they're still there. Maybe hopefully they can change, hop on the right route. But I'm seeing it play right out right in front of my eyes right this very second.
Yeah.
So
Dude, I was, like I said, I was about the same age, like 24. It was right before I started my first gig in the business. And it was just like, all right, I love these guys, but this guy's cut, this guy's cut, this guy's cut. If I run into them, we'll talk about old times, we'll wave and everything. I'm not going to hang out with you anymore.
Right, exactly right.
It's trouble. I don't need it anymore. And the reality is, in our business, okay, and you guys, KG, this might happen to you one day. God forbid you ever find yourself in a mix, okay? What do you think people do locally?
Oh, yeah.
What do you so-and-so from Woodward Sports happened to be involved in this bar.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything. I sat on my hands. I literally sat on my hands. What are you talking? No, you're there? Are you kidding? I've seen it happen in radio stations I work with, television. Dude, what happened? Nothing. Like, legitimately, nothing. But you're there. Your name gets thrown in, man.
Right.
Are you kidding me? No.
One old football coach told me, like especially at Lawrence Tech, football is your last name. So, immediately if you're even involved in something, they know that you're with a specific group. They'll come and find you pretty quick. So.
And there are people, especially like in college, there are people that have their preconceived notions about what athletes are.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get that guy.
Right.
I don't like the head coach. I'm gonna sting the football program and things. Screw that, ain't gonna be on my name.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. But it was funny because KG was like, "Should we talk about it?" Yeah, hell yeah, we should talk about it, KG, and I'm glad we did.
Yeah.
Because let's get it out there. From the sounds of it, he has zero connection to this.
Yeah.
Zero. Put that stupid headline up again. Just for a second.
It's like, bro.
2 men with possible ties to Lions cornerback Terrion Arnold face kidnapping and armed robbery charges in Tampa, per NBC Sports.
You was in such a rush to get the headline out, you couldn't even confirm that the 2 men were linked to him.
Right.
Well, possibly.
Right.
It's like, bro, that's the world that we in now. It's crazy.
And I'll be interested to hear how these guys, let's say there are ties, okay? Hey, man, I had coffee with that dude once.
Right.
Like, hey, yeah, I hung out with that other guy, like, I think my junior year, my junior year, he and I were kind of boys. Because people come out, ships come in and ships go out and stuff like that. You know who the real ones are, the guys that you keep around. You know who the real ones are, but... Yeah. I don't know. It's a sad lesson these guys have to learn.
Yeah.
It really is.
We'll see how it plays out. But
Rod Wood is retiring. And I'm going to tell you this. You want to talk about a story that isn't a story?
Oh, man.
Whatever will we do?
I mean, he survived. He survived Patricia. So.
Whatever will we do? Rod Wood is retiring. He's our president. The Lions don't even have a president right now, and they don't even have a CEO right now. Whatever will we do? I don't know if we'll survive this. I don't know. Dude always reminded me of Richard Gere. I don't know why. He always reminded me of the actor Richard Gere.
Yeah, I can see it a little bit.
You guys, you're going to have to trust me when I say this, okay? That human being has nothing to do with football. Please trust me when I say that, okay?
Yeah, it's true.
That human being has nothing to do with football. He has become one of the faces of the Detroit Lions. There's no doubt about that, okay? Uh-huh. Think about when you draft day. Rod Wood is there, okay? As he should be, as president and CEO. Think about camp. Rod Wood's always walking around with that exact smile on his face, okay? Just like back in the day, there was a guy, you may not know his name, all right? Bill Keenest. You may know his name, you may not know his, okay? But for years, when a Lions coach would walk off the field, undoubtedly, there was a man that you would see walking off the field with them for years. And it didn't matter through the passage of time who that coach was, okay? And I can't tell you how many people would say to me, who's that dude walking off the field next to Bobby Ross? Who's that dude walking off the field next to Wayne Fontes? Who's that dude walking off the field next to Marinelli? Well, that was Bill Keenest, all right? And I'd tell him, I was like, Bill's a good dude. Bill's a good what up, Bill? Bill, I still have some love for Bill. Bill was a good dude. But Rod Wood has nothing to do with football. So it's kind of funny, and B, you brought it up. I would hear, you said you would read people complain about Rod Wood in the past.
Oh, yeah, all the time. I heard it. Someone calling on Valenti's show on 97.1 saying that he was the main reason he had to go. All over Twitter, too. It's plastered.
Yeah, I mean, at one point, I remember some of the controversy. A lot people felt like he was given maybe a little more power than he should have in terms of dealings with the team, maybe player acquisition here and there. It was alleged that maybe he had a little bit too much of a say, but we don't know.
He was the first guy, because I was doing the network back then. He was the first guy that tried to bridge the gap between some of the stars.
Okay.
He started that, okay? The one thing that I have to give him credit for, and I think I told you this story, KG, people don't understand what the reputation of the Detroit Lions is to guys around the league, and in particular former Lions. All right, they don't like. I'm serious. People don't get it. All right, guys left here and they didn't come back.
Yeah.
And I love Benny Blades. I love Benny Blades. I mean, one of the U's finest. Okay, and do you remember? Gosh, when did they start this? Maybe 2017, 2018. 2019, I don't remember. All the gosh damn years run together lately. But if you remember, they would have like a homecoming weekend every week, and they would bring back JB, who played for the Lions from 80 to 86. They would bring in KG, who played from the Lions from 91 to 95, and all these dudes. It was really weird. A lot of these guys would have this. I can't believe this is happening. Look. Well, the beautiful thing about Benny Blades is not only does he have that look, but anybody will tell you, Benny's never been shy to share his opinion on things, okay? That's why when I was a kid, Tom Kowalski told me, kid, when you want a good comment after a loss, go to that corner of the locker room. It was where Benny Blades was. It was Perriman. Those guys would talk. Benny looked at me point blank after one of those homecoming weekends. I kid you not. We had him on the air. We talked to him. It was great. Benny looked at me point blank and said, I never thought I'd be back here.
Wow.
And I kind of looked at him, because, he played for the Lions for a while. And I kind of looked at him. I go, seriously? Even with the passage of time? He was like, nah, why would I come back? He goes, like, the fact that Rod Wood, like, reached out to me and like, made this worth my while, et cetera, like, he goes, it's cool to be back. I wish we won more. I sit back all the time and think to myself, we probably should have won more.
Yeah.
Those are the types of things that Rod Wood did. So I can, but I always laugh. Did he share his opinion at one point in time on things? Yes. And then they even took that away. He had nothing to do with football.
Okay.
No, nothing. Nothing. So when I would hear people wax poetically, I think in the early portion of the Quintricia era, I think he tried to. Does that make sense?
Yeah, he was meddling a little
Forget
bit.
that. I don't. Let me strike think. He tried to, and then he's a dollars and cents in business and shake hands and kiss babies, guys.
Got you.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And Mr. Wood, if this gets back to you, you know that better than anybody. I'm not dogging. That's the reality of it. That's what he is. So it's funny because that's what same thing with me. I hear people a lot of times. People want to find a villain for the Lions, right? They want to find a villain
all the time.
for the Lions.
Yeah.
It's got to be. It's that damn Rod Wood. I can tell you, no, it's not that damn Rod Wood.
Yeah, it's that damn.
I can tell you. If that makes you feel better, for taking shots at Holmes or whatever, okay, then blame Rod Wood, right? Right. Maybe Holmes will blame Rod Wood. Hey, guys, maybe my 24 draft would have been better, but that damn Rod Wood was in the room.
I saw him dapping up Brad. Oh man.
It's and KG is it's got to be Disner, right?
Yeah,
it's got to be.
I mean, who else are you hiring? There was already teams trying to interview and hire Disner as well, so he's been the one. Like you said, the clique that the Lions have kind of had with Sheila, Brad, Dan, Chris Spielman. He's part of that group, and he was big in getting Megatron to mend the fences, and now he's back around the Lions, happy as ever. He's a big part in that, so I think he's kind of a shoo-in for the job, but maybe they're looking at somebody else. I don't know, but it would make sense to hire somebody already in-house in terms of this type of position. So.
That's usually how they operate, too.
Yeah.
I think you're barking up the right tree.
Yeah.
It just, what does it mean at the end of the day, you guys? I'm sorry, it just doesn't. You have your brain trust in place.
Yeah.
They are going to make football decisions.
Yep.
I've heard, I don't know this, but I've heard Disner's fantastic with the cap.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
he's been instrumental in like some of the contracts being drawn up, some of the recent contracts.
Can you keep doing that?
Yeah, that's what
Please?
if he fills that position, will he get more power or less power? That's what I'm kind of.
And I hope that we start to restructure some of these contracts, like we talked about yesterday with Mahomes. Get creative. Do what you have to do. This is what teams do when they want to take the next level. And I think that's what we're waiting to do is to make that splash, to do that not so in Lion Vogue restructure to create more room. I mean, I hope right now that there is the sense of urgency down in Allen Park that there is with the majority of the fan base.
Agreed.
I really, that's my hope and dream.
I think they recognize it. It's just whether Brad Holmes is willing to maybe kind of change some things that he was doing before. But who knows? We'll see. We're not asking for a drastic change.
No, that's exactly
just some
it.
fine tuning to what you like to do. That's all.
And I'm somebody, I can separate the two. I'm very appreciative of what you guys have done. I don't think the bottom's going to drop out. This isn't, oh no, what do we get? We got to rebuild and everything. But you know what? It's time to get a little more serious. It is.
No, you want to show a sense of urgency because I think Neil was talking about it the other day. You're not desperate yet, but you can easily become desperate if this season doesn't pan out the way that it should. So
I'm going to try to stay on time today. I'm going to ask you guys a question, and you guys think about this during the break. How restless are the natives right now?
Oh, very much so.
We
in a tizzy, man.
Let's talk about it when we come back. Seriously, let's talk about it when we come back. How and again, I'm not going to say that where fandom is dictates how the Lions are going to do business, or does it? We'll get into that when we come back.
Ooh.
How's that?
Look at that elite tease.
How's that? Where
You
are we going,
tease,
JB?
you big tease.
We got to hear from Mad Packs and Buddies, but first I got to clear up these super chats and just a little clarification on what a team president actually does. He acts as the chief executive officer responsible for organization's overall business operation, financial success, and strategic direction.
It's almost like somebody just got done saying he has nothing to do with football operations.
Let them know that.
It's so weird.
Save for the people in the back.
All right, but let me clear up these super chats. Shout out to everyone sending them in. We got $10 from
I
ain't
love
say
that, JB. I love that, JB. Because you know what, JB? That's like psychiatrist JB.
Let me
Like
talk
I'm
to
laying
you.
on the couch and JB, tell me what's going on in your mind, Sean. Those loving eyes.
I know.
Like I feel safe around you.
I feel safe
I
around
do.
you.
My dad, when I was 10 years old. Go on, my son.
Right. Man.
We got $10 from I Ain't Say That says nothing like enjoying my B-Fast with WSN. Pistons play tonight. It's Thursday. Sean, how did you begin your sports broadcasting career? Can you describe it in meat form?
Oh, shit.
I'd have to think about it in meat form. I was very, very lucky. I almost took a job in South Bend. Like they actually told me they were hiring me on a Friday. And then on Monday, I was supposed to start on Wednesday. On Monday, they said, sorry, we're going in a different direction. And that really sucked. I was devastated.
Yeah.
And then I got a call from a radio station. So much of this has to do with luck. There was a radio station was sold. And so what happens is a lot of times is the new people want to bring in their own people.
Mm-hmm.
And so they brought me in at the time where there was a change, and it's so much easier to do that when you're, it's almost like he's a Brad's guy, right?
You're right.
Well, he's gonna give KG a little more rope than he's gonna give one of Quinn's guys, right? So it was like that. And then true story, I don't know if I ever told you this. True story, I was doing my sports show about a year in, and the boss of a radio station was driving through town on his way to Cedar Point and heard me on the radio. And I kid you not, from Detroit to Cedar Point, he was with his kids. He heard me on the radio. He called me during a break and said, come to my radio station on Monday. I'd like you to be part of our radio station. And I thought he was joking. I was like, you're really funny. I hung up on him. He called right back. He goes, just do me a favor, show up, blah, 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 blah. And it was true. And then the next thing you know, Fox 2 called me, and
wow.
And I was writing for the news and things like that. So it's so much of it has to do with luck. That's just, I don't care what anybody says.
Oh, yeah, you need a little bit of that.
You
for
do.
Sure.
You do.
I had some of that in my journey. So,
yeah, you so much of it has to do. I know these guys love to pat themselves on the back, and I was so good. No, I was so lucky.
Right. I didn't need anybody.
I was very lucky, and I had one person down in Toledo who I still think of fondly, who for whatever reason took a liking to me.
Yeah.
And things kind of happen. I don't know how to explain it.
Yep. Not look at you.
Shout out LeBarton. He's sending in $4.99. He says, shout out WSN and the morning crew. Good morning, chat. And shout out Friday Junior and TA. You need to keep that circle small.
Yeah.
It's a factual statement. It's a good, keep your circle small. There was a day, I had a bunch of people in my circle. I don't have a bunch of people in my circle anymore, man. No way. Live and learn.
Keep it tight.
And finally, one more before we go to break from Ryan's reaction. $1.99 he sends in. I was told Brad's guys were better than free agents.
That's what we're talking about, right? he's gonna give his guys more rope, man.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. More
Manuel
rope.
Mosley, Marcus Devin.
Yep, that's the way it is.
Just saying.
Yeah. How easy would it have been to give up on Marcus Davenport? How easy? Like really? That's a Quinn guy.
Yep.
That's a Bob Quinn guy.
Yeah.
No, when he's your guy, all of a sudden your name's attached to it. His success looks good on you.
Mm-hmm.
His failings look bad on you. So you want to put him in a position to succeed because that makes you look better. With somebody else, you can just go, that's somebody else's garbage, man.
Yeah.
We've turned the page. So, good point, Ryan's reaction. All right, where are we going, JB?
All right, let's hear from Mad Packs and then Buddies.
Let me tell the good people about Mad Packs because they are the hottest new cannabis brand, and they have partnered with us here at Woodward Sports, and they got some new products for y'all this year. You want to get in on the high-low pre-rolls, the Boom Shakalaka live resin infused tarantulas that we love ever so much, but they got Mad Packs extracts and Blizzard packs, Moon Rocks, and a whole bunch of different type of wax-based products to get you right for the year, man. So make sure y'all tapped in with Woodward Sports for the latest Mad Pack marijuana updates, or go to getmadpacks.com.
All right, so true story. I was sitting there, all day yesterday watching Olympic hockey. It was fantastic. I'll get into it. I mean, really 3 just fantastic matches yesterday. And I can't tell you how many times a commercial for Detroit-style pizza came up. Like, you know the routine. Everybody's got their Detroit-style pizza now. Not only the local places, but a lot of the national chains. You know who started it, right?
Yeah.
80 years ago, man, it was Buddies, and they are celebrating 80 years of being the original. Make sure to follow the social channels and the rewards program. They got great deals coming up. How about this deal? Get any 4-square pizza, individual salad, and buddy bread for just $29.99, or get the 8-square pizza, medium salad, and buddy bread for $39.99. Visit your local Buddies and ask about their new signature specials today and help celebrate the Detroit Originals' 80th birthday, 80 years of being the premier Detroit-style pizza. That's Buddies.
Planet Fitness now has even more best-in-class strength equipment. Join today for $1 down and save.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
Finding new faith, new focus.
Love that new equipment smell.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Head to WoodwardSports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward Sports gear. WoodwardSports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at WoodwardSports.com. Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shaq Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports. Sports and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Thank you to all the fans for making Woodward Sports your #1 online destination for Detroit sports. We promise not to drop the ball.
Find your sun with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Cold, refreshing, and made for moments like these all year long. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Looking for dinner plans at Sizzle? Head over to Black Rock Bar and Grill, home of the Steak on the Stone. Treat yourself on Tuesdays with their Tasty Tuesday special for just $13.99. You can feast on a half pound of ribs, coconut shrimp, and fries. And you know what? Today is Thursday, so it's Sizzling Thursdays. You'll get a 6-ounce sirloin, shrimp scampi, and your choice of soup or salad, and a side for only $19.99. It's not just a meal, it's an experience. Check them out online or at blackrock.com.
So before we went to the break, I asked the question, and I'm really intrigued to hear, not from just the guys in here, but from the chat. Where are you at with the Lions right now? Are the natives restless? Are we getting to the point of frustration? Are some of you already falling for the here we go again trap, okay? Like Maz, right? I hope, Maz, you had a wonderful birthday. Maz is one of those guys that always tells me to look up, right? Know what this franchise is. Well, I refuse to believe that. Because what I've seen the last few years is different than what I saw the first decades of my life. And the same thing can be said for you. That doesn't mean that they're going to go win a championship, but that's the reality of the situation. These guys have built more trust. These guys have built a better product. And because of that, I'm not in the here we go again mode, nor will I be in the here we go again mode. But we asked the question, all right? Like I said to KG, and KG said, yeah, the natives are restless. Okay, so how restless are you? How restless are you? And I think we're going to find that out in a short amount of time. You know when I know the natives are restless? When I don't have to go on one of the secondary markets to look for Lion tickets. My wife out of the clear blue sky said, hey, I haven't been to a Lions game in about 20 years. You want to go this year? And I was like, no.
You're right. Might cost you $10,000.
Because seriously, you know me. Guys, I was there every week for years of my life. I was at the Thanksgiving Day game for, let me do the math real quickly, 30 straight years. No offense, that's the last place I want to be. The last few years, I can't tell you how much I enjoy getting up in the morning, preparing the turkey, sitting back like this for when the game starts, right? Yeah. I don't want to go back. But I told her, I said, yeah, you know what? It's been a few years for me since I've been to a game as a quote unquote fan. The last one actually was when Lowe got into the Pride. Like I went to show my love for Lowe that day. And
so it was like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, that was
last year.
23.
23. Yeah.
20, it was the Monday night game against the Raiders.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the last regular season game. And then you have no reason to remember this. I left at halftime. Mm-hmm. I just, okay, cool. If I can leave, or the ceremony's over, I'll listen to part of the game in the third quarter. I'll be back mid-third quarter, watch the rest of the game at home. I just don't want to do it, all right? If I go online to pick up tickets on the secondary market, like to take my wife to a game, because according to her, she hasn't been since my son was a kid.
Right.
So, I mean, you're talking 20-plus years. If I go online, like you said, we got 2 tickets up in section 341. It'll cost you $2,000.
What?
Then I'll know the natives are restless.
Yeah.
Then I'll know Do you think that's going to happen?
No, not at all. I mean, they're restless in the sense of we just don't know what to expect. We don't know what's next because, like you said, the forward trajectory, everything being linear, that's normally not a thing, but that's what we saw the Lions do. They were very linear for a good stretch here of the Dan Campbell regime. But now they've not only hit a setback, they've had some regression to this point. So you don't know what to expect. This press conference at the end of the season with Brad Holmes, that was one of the more anticipated press conferences of his tenure. Free agency is coming up in a couple weeks. All eyes are going to be on Brad Holmes and what the hell he's going to do to fix some of these problems that the Lions have. On top of the fact that you're losing a lot of players due to contract. Taylor Decker is contemplating retirement. You already lost Frank Ragnow. You had the situation where he thought he was coming back, but then he's not. There's just so much that you have to account for. And it seems like such a job that one offseason may not be enough to get you back, not only to where you were, but beyond that.
You and I are on the same page there, man.
So it's tough, man. We don't know what to expect from Brad because we've never been in this position. We've never been okay. We've been the cream of the crop in the NFC for the last few years now, but we've not even made the playoffs this last season after having a number 1 seed and getting bounced.
And I think the way that you put that was perfect because you're not saying it definitively. You know what you did? You threw the word might in there.
Yeah.
One off season might not be enough. Or it might be enough if our general manager deviates from his game plan. Yeah. If our general manager decides, you know what? I'm going to take some more chances. I'm going to wade into some trades. I'm going to wade into making some moves and everything. But KG, I agree with you. Listen, you guys, that's still the ticket in town. Period. Now, in my lifetime, I can remember only one time where this fan base said, enough, I can't do it anymore. And it was 1988. Mm-hmm. And if you want, you can find this stuff online. You can fact check me right now. The crowds at the Silverdome that year were disgusting. All right? Here's a place that held 80,000 plus. And there were some horribly attended games. I remember going to a game, I think it was against the Jets. Honest to God, the place was less than half full. It was gross. And then they went and picked up this guy by the name of Barry Sanders. So when we talk about the natives being restless, well, it's one thing to say, man, I think we missed our window, KG.
Yeah.
B, I think that's it. I think we're going to be an also-ran from this point on. JB, I look at 2023. That was it. We didn't know it at the time, but that was really it. That gosh damn feeling you had the day of the NFC Championship, where, like everybody else, I was sitting there going at halftime going, holy crap. What do I do? I've thought about this 5 million times in my life, but do I go look for plane tickets now?
Right.
Do I try to at least see how much it costs and then make the decision if I want to? We all did it that day.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
We all did it.
I'll never forget that feeling.
Me neither.
It was so fun.
I'm like, bro, it's actually happening.
It
bro.
was so fun.
I was freaking the fuck out at halftime. It's really happening.
You remember that it lasted about 16 minutes.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
It was the best 16 minutes of my life.
I swear, this is not a drill.
Yeah,
That's what it felt like.
But no, KG, that was, honest to God, what you just said. My first thought is, I have thought about this moment 5 million times in my life and how I'm going to react. And now I'm in that moment, and I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Right.
What do I do with my hands? I don't know what to do with my hands.
Really, that's kind of what happened. But people are still going to go en masse, all right? You might jump in the chat. You might be one of those people, fire Brad now.
Yeah.
You might want to be one of those people saying, Dan Campbell is never going to win you a championship. The Jared Goff routine. You can go on and on and on and on. But the reality is, we're nowhere near that point with this fan base right now. We're nowhere near this fan base. And if you don't believe me, I told you one of my favorite things to do, very quietly, all right? And I've kind of gotten Neil addicted to this. I love to peruse Twitter. Not necessarily engage.
Oh, man.
When I'm in the mood, when I'm in the mood. When I'm in the mood, I can be a swarmy, sarcastic SOB. I openly admit it. But I like to peruse.
Just to watch fly.
I love watching other fan bases melt down. I love it. It's one of my favorite things. Like after a Lion win, I just fly in under the radar and watch, okay. But do you know people, we're at the point now where it's almost March, and I'm starting to see all the shiny, happy people show up on Twitter again.
Yeah.
It's all over the place. It is. We're still one of the best, man. Still Super Bowl or bust. Still Super Bowl or bust. Well, we can say that, but I agree with you, KG. I think the reality is right now, can I see what you do first?
Yeah. Because
there are big holes that need to be filled.
And the detractors have more of an argument than they've ever had during this regime. Anybody that's felt away, you have a legitimate argument. If you feel like we're going backwards, you kind of have a legitimate argument at this point. And I do want to read some of these chat comments. Nikki Do 86. It was different until 2 years ago. Detroit Gunny, not restless and to complain about where the Lions are like when you have success in life and outsiders try to hate on you. John F. and Lord, they have to show me this year from all season and make the playoffs. So, I mean, you get the sentiment, bro. Like anybody that has questions or even has doubts, I mean, I how do you not understand it after the last 2 years and what you've seen from this team?
Me personally, and I want to ask you guys this, okay? Me personally, I would love to enjoy a regular season again. I would. I would like to, just on a personal level, I would love to go back to enjoying a regular season again. And you know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
After 23, when we went into 24, I remember talking to you about this, KG, back then, okay? The 24 season was going to be a season where so many people were like, well, because we did this last year, surely we must do this year. And a year ago at this time, and I said this to Maz in the summer, I knew the 2025 season was going to be miserable. Anything short of the Lions winning the Super Bowl was going to be wholeheartedly unacceptable. It just was.
Yeah.
And so because of that, we were going to kind of downplay a lot of the wins, which I think we did, and we were going to turn the losses into this team isn't going anywhere. Right, regardless, even if we went 11-5 or 11-6 and won the division, that shit was going to be out there. See, we went 11-6. Hey, man, I don't know if you know this. All you have to do is win your division, dude. Like, you know that, right? It's like, win your division. Be great to get the number 1 seed, but like to go be champion, I don't have to be number 1. I don't have to be 14-3. Okay, after what transpired in 2024, there was no way we were going to live up to that. No way. I want to go back to enjoying a regular season. And now, that comes with a very big caveat. Enjoying a regular season means taking advantage of the 4th place schedule, taking advantage of teams that you feel are inferior to you, including in our own division, which sucked last year, let's be honest. Okay, the 2 losses to the Vikings still just curdle my blood. I'm not going to lie. And it was the way it happened.
Yeah.
And by the way, Viking fans, I know you guys are always, hey, listen, I owned it. You guys need to try that sometime. I owned it. We got our butt whooped defensively by you guys twice. There's no other way I can spin that, okay? No, I'm not going to do what you did the year before, all right? Got our ass kicked. Still think we're better than you, but you have to own what transpired. So at the end of the day, for me, I'm looking at this season saying, what are you doing to get back to the rarefied air? And if you don't do that in the off season, I think we'll find out pretty quickly in this season where we're at. And that's I think that's the difference between this year and maybe last year.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I just to not make the playoffs made everything like that much worse, in my opinion.
100%.
Because at least if you make the playoffs, you have the soft landing that, oh, well, you were in the dance at the end of the day. It's not the result that we wanted. It's still Super Bowl or bust. But when you put the Super Bowl or bust mandate on a team, not making the playoffs, that's like almost high treason. Like it's really bad, and it's a reflection of, okay, maybe we're not as close as, a lot of us thought that we were. So I'm just really like interested to see what the approach is for Brad, because once again, you've never seen him face adversity to this level in his tenure, and we know how it has turned out for Lions GMs that have faced this kind of adversity before. Because let's be real, we've had teams in the past that seemed like they were on their way, like you said, 91, 2014. Kind of seemed like, okay, they can do it. And then not only do you fall on your face, we don't even get close to that type of success again. And a lot of people like Herb Nash in here, I saw him make a comment about he feels Brad just wants sustained success over just doing what is necessary to go after a Super Bowl. And a lot of people have that sentiment.
How could I blame anybody for saying that right now?
You can't. But at the same time, we do have to acknowledge what Brad has done drafting, the way he's been able to build the team. Yep. Like, to me, every criticism of him to this point is valid. But before that, yes, a lot of us were, I guess you say, Brad bots. They were calling us that on this network. Yeah. But he had earned that to that point. We had achieved success that, as a Lions fan, we had never seen, especially on this side of things. So it's one of them things where you do have to acknowledge what he's done, but it's a what have you done for me lately business. I will continue to say that, and you gotta prove it again.
Who is the guy that made that comment?
Herb Nash.
Herb Nash.
Yeah.
Okay, Herb, I don't agree with you. I'm going to say that, stick with me before you yell at me, all right? I don't agree with you. I firmly believe that from the owner to Chris to Brad to Dan, their focal point is winning a Super Bowl. I firmly believe that, okay? Now, are you still listening? There's no way in hell I can argue with your sentiment. None. And I won't even try. In fact, I'll take it a step further. I don't blame you for thinking that way. I don't blame you for thinking that way. I don't hate you. I ain't mad at you. Not that it matters to you. But if you think about it logically, okay, and you watch other teams throw caution to the wind, and you watch guys like Howie Roseman, okay, just because Howie takes a swing, all right, it doesn't mean that every swing is going to work. It doesn't mean that. But gosh damn it, you know what? If I'm going to go down, can I go down swinging?
Yeah.
I want to go down swinging. I don't want to be sitting there looking at the pitch, full count, and I'm watching a pitch come in. If it's close, I'm swinging. And if I miss it, oh well, I failed. Damn. But I don't have to sit back and go, why did I leave my shoulder on my bat?
You're right.
Yeah, my shoulder on my bat. My bat on my shoulder.
And I believe in Brad so much that if we were to trade picks away and it doesn't work, I'm confident that he can figure out a way to make it work again. Like, it's not like you'll never have draft picks again. It's not like you can't, make your mark in free agency or the trade market. So it's just one of them things. I'm confident in this regime to the point where I feel like we do have a culture. I do believe in grit culture. I believe things are different now. So now people have to start to conform to what your culture. Even if there are people that you don't ideally look at in your player evaluations, or people that, at one point I wouldn't have brought in, but maybe I will take a chance on a guy like this. You got to get out of, and not that they want cryo boys, but you got to get out of certain maybe ideologies that, we can't bring this player in because of X, Y, and Z. If he's talented, if he can help you win, you should be taking a hard look, and not even that, you should be going to get those type of guys, and let's chase it while you have a core that's still young and under contract. Because this gets harder the more time this goes by. And
let's remember, do you guys remember Brad Holmes' background? Do you remember where he came from? He came from a franchise that absolutely devalues early picks. That we legitimately, you guys, F them picks. And by the way, I can't tell you how firmly I'm entrenched in the F them picks camp. I can't even begin to tell you. But that's where Brad Holmes came from. That's his background. I mean, remember, wasn't that the running joke for a few years? Oh, wow, the Rams don't have a first-round pick. Isn't that weird? Wow. Why? They had it built. They're able to stay competitive. And you know what? I would love, after a period of time, let's say let's use 2023 as the start point, okay? I would love more than anything, after 7-8 years, to maybe have the same conversation the Rams have had right now.
Yeah.
Maybe have the same, all those good teams, and gosh damn it, we only have one Super Bowl. Rats! That would really suck. I would hate that. All right? And that's the one thing that I don't think some people understand in this franchise, because they haven't lived it. And I've had this conversation with other dudes in this market that aren't from here. I thoroughly believe you don't understand it the way that KG understands it. You don't understand it the way that JB understands it. You don't understand it the way that B understands it. You don't understand the way that I understand it. You don't. You were on the outside looking in. You knew about the Lions from an outsider's perspective, okay? And I'm not trying to be, elite here or anything like that. Chances are you probably grew up rooting for another franchise if you came into this market. I don't hate you for it. Welcome, all that, okay? But you don't understand what this fan base has been through. You'll never understand it. People can tell you about it.
Yeah.
People can tell you about it. You could memorize you could wax poetically. KG, even as you were pontificating, you were talking about 91. So what happened in 91? Immediately the first game of the year, we lose. That damn Jim Harbaugh throws a touchdown on the last effing play of the game, and you're sitting there on a hot. Oh, I'm it's a gosh damn hot day in early September, and you're sitting there going, "It's happening again, isn't it?" After one game.
Yeah.
And then you know what happened? It did happen. And we went 5-11. Okay? And then fast forward to 2014. We had 2014 and Detroit versus everybody and Des Bryant and all that stuff. What happens in 2015? Okay? Halfway through the season, we fire our general manager. We make all these changes. We got absolutely embarrassed in England against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, man.
Okay?
Man.
Like, that's what this franchise does. And that's what's weird about this regime. We came so close in 2023, and we followed that with a different kind of kick in the balls. It's almost like a guy was walking down icy stairs, and instead of being kicked in the balls, he kind of fell sideways into a pole.
Oh, wow.
It's still a shot to the fucking balls. And that's what 2024 was.
That actually happened to somebody?
You wouldn't believe. And then, like, if you want to see pictures, like
it never fails.
It's just, like, right there. Hey,
my huevos.
No, but listen, there it is, okay? Hey, listen, can I say this very quickly, though?
Yeah.
Small victories in life. I put on jeans for the first time in 8 days today.
Shout out.
Let's go.
Shout out to my jeans.
Uh-oh.
Now, if they burst because of the coconut that's hitting in my... That's not girth, it's the coconut, okay?
Oh, my God.
All right, what do we got in the chat?
No, shout out. And speaking of Lions misery, I got to shout out Dencat 55. Dudes, I'm turning 71. Time is running out. Win the fucking Super Bowl.
Amen.
Hey, no, I'm right there with you. Shout out Mike G, my guy Mike G, go blue. KG, not confident in the Lions this season. Too many moving parts, just like Sean's scrotum situation. And we
there we go.
And we got a Lunchbox 34 in here. Shout out Lunchbox. KG, stop lying. People will still complain if he trades shit around and bring in talent and they don't work. People will still bitch.
Wow.
Let's just be real. And yet, you're absolutely right.
You're right.
But would I much rather fall on the sword knowing I did everything in my power to try
Amen.
to see some shit through?
Amen.
I would feel better about it. You're right. Some people will still complain.
I'm.
But
like,
how can you say anything about Brad Holmes at that point?
I want to go down swinging, man.
Yeah.
And then you know what? That opens the door. Okay, is Brad the guy that's going to get us to the top?
Yeah.
If that happens, like then you're gonna hear more of that stuff. Oh, so did the Tigers come out with those jerseys that I didn't see like a month ago?
They've been teasing it all last night and this morning as well too. So hopefully it'll be out shortly.
They on the way.
Yeah, I heard a rumor it's coming out today.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah,
I think you called that date too after the 2-9.
Yeah, after the 2-9. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was originally supposed to be 2-9 because I have a really good feeling somebody suggested maybe we shouldn't do it on 2-9 because if somebody sees a tease by the Tigers that says 2-9, they're going to automatically think that, oh my gosh, Tarek Skubal's getting re-signed and everything.
I wouldn't have.
But they had to push everything back. But yeah, they're going to have their drum roll. Really? Maybe they have like a famous drummer with Detroit ties in that video.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean,
That's an astute observation by you. Yeah.
Just maybe.
Oh, man. I just know, hey, sign me up, bro. I'm a Tiger slappy, unlike some people in the chat that may not think so. I gotta have these jerseys.
All right, can I
love both of them.
Listen, I'm gonna I loved the idea of the orange. I loved the idea of the orange.
Fire, man.
I just didn't like how it turned out.
The English D, the all black letter. Come on.
And conversely, I'm in love with that blue jersey.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I am not go buy a jersey guy. I'm probably gonna go buy that.
Yeah.
Like legit.
I hear you.
Like that's. Oh, is there enough? Where's Maz at? JB, that other thing that you just sent. Oh my gosh.
What happened?
Oh, you need to see this.
Yeah, I gotta go in the group chat.
Oh, you got to see this. Do you got that, JB?
I
oh, that
just
is so
went away
ugly.
from it.
I want to vomit. Wait till you. Wait till you see this. So, Brandon, stay with us, okay?
Oh, I'm here.
He's
Oh, no.
I know, don't say it, though. We have to let the people know.
Basswood, he's going to like the one in the middle. I ain't going to lie.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
You know. But look at him. He's gallant.
He's gallant.
That's Maz's favorite word.
Damn it, where the hell is this?
Oh, shit.
We can, the Chicago Bears are teasing a new alternate helmet around league circles, is the best way I can say it. And a picture of the alleged new alternate helmet has popped up. So
there you go.
There it is.
Oh, yeah, Matt's going to love
that. That is revolting. Oh, my gosh. That's
Matt's
revolting.
going to love this.
With that stupid bear logo.
Duh, Bears. Get your sweater vests out.
When Maz turns into a bear.
I know.
And even gets a dumb bear face. That's revolting.
Yeah, it's not my cup of tea, but hey.
So what kind of are you gonna wear? Are you gonna wear like the blues with that?
I know.
Or would there be like an alternate jersey?
It's got to be alternate white jersey. It's got to be.
Oh, that would be horrific.
Yeah.
All white?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, that's horrific.
The white helmet on the regular colors just looks stupid.
I hate the Bears.
So, yeah.
I agree.
Damn, I hate the Bears.
What about the orange jersey? Would you wear that with the orange jersey?
No, like it's got to be a white dominant.
They would look like Virginia if they wore the orange jersey.
Good call. Yeah, it'd be the Cavs.
It
Good
would,
call.
100%.
Herman Moore.
Yeah.
Shout out, Herm.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
That's so stupid.
Hey, the Vikings all whites, those are crispy. I don't know if the Bears can pull it off like them, but
Did you like the Vikings all whites?
oh, I did.
I just don't like all whites.
It fits them better than the Bears.
It does fit them better than the Bears for
Yeah.
sure. Some numbers and everything. The silver Viking thing on.
I did like the silver
Yeah,
Viking.
I like that. Jettas look cool in it.
All right. Yeah,
I'll give him
so
that.
we'll see. No, but this is, getting back to the topic at hand. Oh, okay, we can talk about being frustrated and everything, but at the end of the day, you know what? I think as the season draws near, we're all going to get caught up in it.
Oh, of course.
And you know what happens come summer, and I always the month of August is crazy month. Like we all talk logically, and then something happens when that calendar switches to August 1st, we automatically add 2 or 3 more games to the slate. All right? I could have a conversation with KG on July 31st and go, KG, what are you expecting out of Michigan football this year? Man, 9-3, good season. By the end of August, and we're a week away from the season, KG's going, no, man, I'm thinking 11-1. Well, what happened? Did they add guys from the portal between August 1st and August 30th? But we're all like that.
Yeah.
We all are.
Yeah. Hey, Coach Witt not on OnlyFans, so I ain't got to worry. I ain't got to worry.
That is true.
My coach going to coach this year, man. I can't wait.
Only Mormons. Anyway.
Right, only Mormons.
All right, where are we going, JB?
What we got? We need to hear from Sam Adams and Planet Fitness, but here I got an alternate helmet design for you guys. There you go, with the blue.
I mean, yeah.
That looks better.
Yeah, it does look
I think
better.
it looks better.
It just ain't my deal.
There's nothing the Bears could do that could make me go, man, that looks sharp.
Me too.
Yeah.
Like, I hate the Bears that much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Me too.
Like, at least I'm openly admitting it.
Yeah.
Right? I
The
hate the
fan
Bears
base
that
too.
much.
Good God.
Yeah, the fan base.
Oh my
They're a
gosh.
bit much.
All right, let me clear up some super chats
The worst.
before we
Like,
head
and
to
everybody
break.
knows it. They
Oh,
are the
yeah.
most delusional people. This has been known for years, and they get mad.
Yep.
And like, if everybody else is saying it, dude, maybe, just maybe, there's some validity to it.
There's a couple Bears accounts on Instagram that just grind my gears. I don't say anything, but I sit back and watch, and I see what they say about Detroit.
Yeah.
Ooh, they better.
That's
chill
how
out.
Adam
Chill
Rank
out.
is for me. I can't stand Adam Rank, bro. I don't take nothing
Oh,
he
yeah,
say
him
seriously.
too.
No,
He's
you
like
can't.
a diehard Bear
You
fan.
can't. No, you
Yeah.
can't. Look at like, go search Bears Twitter sometime. I
Oh, yeah.
guarantee you, a majority of them, not even half of them, a majority of them have some kind of Super Bowl champions 2026 thing in there.
Oh my god.
No doubt about it.
Like in their
Caleb
title,
Williams,
you know, you
MVP.
put dumb things in your title.
Caleb Williams.
Like
Yeah.
it's incredible, dude.
Oh, I don't know where they pull that out from, but they chill out, please.
I hate the Bears.
Chill.
Da Bears.
Some super chats to clear up before we head to break.
Look at
Bartney.
Look at JP.
I know, right?
Tell me about your anger.
Point on the dog where he touched you.
Labarney
Where did
said
the
in
bear hurt you?
999 said way late comment, but shout out Disner, another Groves grad doing things.
Shout out.
Oh, is he a Groves guy? I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
That's
Shout out.
sweet.
Hey. And Dante151 sending in $4.99. He says, I'm going to let all of you in the chat that Gibbs is going to get paid no matter what. Also, wait for it. His contract will be reconstructed a year later.
You got it. You guys, you're out of your mind if
Right.
you don't think that's coming.
Maybe not a year later, but I get what he's getting.
He's Dante's right. You guys,
Gibbs is at the point you probably got to pay him.
Yep.
Yeah, because you don't get running back talent like that every day. You
Nope.
got to sign him.
Nope.
So
Do it smartly. Don't go, in terms of term. I know everybody wants their term. No, do it smartly.
Yeah.
Nice term. 4 or 5 years. Make sure the guy gets the guaranteed money, and then,
Yep.
hey, can we restructure this in a couple years? Absolutely. No, you're barking up the right trade there, Dante.
All right. But yeah, let's hear from Sam Adams and Planet Fitness.
When the rivalry tips off, you need a beer that's going to stick with you the entire 40 minutes. And that beer is Sam Adams Cherry Wheat. Woodward Sports will be back at the great location out in my neck of the woods in Northville, Art and Jake's, for round 2 of the Michigan State Hoops Watch Party. Cherry Wheat is going to be riding shotgun for the whole thing. You can get $5 shorts of Sam Adams Cherry Wheat at any Art and Jake's location across Michigan on Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. Light, refreshing, brewed with real Michigan cherries, smooth enough to sip all game, win or lose. Sam Adams Cherry Wheat. Please drink responsibly. And of course, when you want to burn it off, what better way to do it the next day than Planet Fitness? Because Planet Fitness is for everybody. Over 2,700 clubs nationwide, over 50 in the Metro Detroit area alone. You can get access to the Black Card Spa, where you can recover with hydro massage and other innovative amenities. Bring a free guest anytime. It's just $24.99 a month. Shout out to Planet Fitness Northville. I've been going there for years. You jump into Planet Fitness, you'll be saying the same thing. We are all strong on this planet, Planet Fitness.
It's game on at Art and Jake's. Wings, burgers, pizza, and ice-cold drinks served up with attention to detail. Wall-to-wall TVs, great service, and a vibe that keeps your crew coming back. Art and Jake's, a sports bar setting with a fine dining flavor.
Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network. Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shaq Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. Head to WoodwardSports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward Sports gear. WoodwardSports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you too. Shop online at WoodwardSports.com.
Like a frostbite straight from the divine. Cold rush on my skin feels so fine. Muscle freeze, the ache. No side effects, no mistake. Chill sub-zero. Icy and true. Feel the chill. It's all for you. It's not magic, just science play.
We know Art and Jake's is your go-to for great sports bar atmosphere. I know we love it here, but they are also huge on supporting the community. Art and Jake's has just become a premier sponsor for the Romeo Lions Club St. Baldrick's Festival happening Saturday, March 14th in downtown Romeo. It's an incredible event where brave volunteers shave their heads to fund childhood cancer research. You can get involved right now. Go to RomeoSB.com to join the team and get your head shaved. Or if you want to keep your hair but still want to help out, scan the special Art and Jake's QR code right there on the screen to donate directly to the Art and Jake's team. Let's help them crush that goal and enjoy some good food while you at it. Art and Jake's.
Love that spot. I'm not joking.
Man, what? I want to live there.
Yeah, like, seriously?
Everything there is good.
Dude, it is. And I've said this before. I'm usually not the guy that goes for the expansive menu, because like that tells me that you do a bunch of things good, but you don't do things great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I hear it.
And no, everything I've had there's outstanding. It really is. So 6 Mile, right on 6 Mile in lovely Northville, just across the border from the mean streets of Livonia. Yeah, it's a great spot. Seriously.
Come rock with us March 8th, man. Michigan State. The rematch.
I'm going to be out there.
Yeah, we're going to be out there, man. D-Mac going to be out there. All the Woodward sports personalities going to converge.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a good time, man.
Great.
So he tired of us talking
Can I
Lions,
ask
man.
you? Can I ask you a question before you leave? I'm not saying you can't leave, okay? Can I ask you a question before you leave, though? And I thought about this as I was watching the unbelievable action yesterday. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't leave just yet.
Damn, Chechia, man.
This question is for you. Okay. Why don't you like hockey? What are the things about football that make you love football? Football's king in this country, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? Let's ask. Why don't we ask a college athlete who happens to play football?
Yep.
Shout out to the Blue Devils, by the way. Can I do that? Can I?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Shout out
Oh yeah. Shout them out.
All right. What is it about the game of football that you think makes Americans so attracted to the game of football?
I would definitely go with the physicality and the story aspect behind it.
Okay.
I feel like there's a lot of good stories that kind of shape into how a team's culture is made. I would say, yeah, physicality is a big one for sure.
Speed,
overall look of the game too.
Look of
I
the
think.
game?
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as like equipment goes, you know, it's a very attractive sport when it comes to that.
You throw speed in there. There's something.
Speed, yeah.
Nothing like watching a freak run down the field, not run.
I mean, you don't see it in other sports. We see it almost every week. Jameer Gibbs, how he hits the edge,
Oh, man.
like turning on a dime that fast. Nobody. That's like 1 in 1 millionth, like of an athlete that can actually legitimately do that. Speed, yes, 100%. Yeah, overall attraction, I think that tops every sport in America.
So everything that you just brought up, and the reason why I'm doing this is because, honest to God, my buddy and I sat there yesterday for hours straight watching the games. Okay, hours straight. All right, and there were various points of time where you'd look at each other and go, "I don't understand why people don't like that." All those attributes that you just named that apply to football, could you apply them to the game of hockey? Physicality?
Yeah, physicality for
Speed?
sure. Speed, yep.
Storylines?
Even attractiveness, too. I feel like hockey's an attractive sport. I'm personally not as big. I'm not a part of the hockey elite.
No,
Let me
I
just
get
get
it,
that
I
out
get
of the
it.
way.
I get it.
But, you know, if I see the wings on, I'm going to watch it. You know, that's the thing. And I also like about hockey that's way different than football is it's nonstop. Especially in a college football game, you're investing a good part of your day watching that stuff because there's so many stoppages, and that's another thing that, you know, advantage of hockey. There's not a lot of stops. You know, people subbing in and out. It's on the fly. And that's where I feel like, you know, I don't know why there's not a bigger realm of hockey fans that, you know, along the same lines of football that are on the same level. But
it is it has been a mystery to me my whole life, but yesterday was one of those days as I was sitting back, and honestly, my buddy Mike and I we had like, why I don't, is it there aren't enough brothers? Like no, I'm serious. Is that part of it?
I will say skating too. Learning how to skate. Like, I personally cannot skate. I'll run straight into the walls. That's an incredible skill to have. To be able to stop like that too.
Yeah.
Like, that's watching people skate that quick too. Like Larkin,
Yeah.
for example. Like, he's one of the fastest skaters in the league. Like, that's hard to do. So I'm right with you when it comes to that.
So
Like, it's
consider the
attractive.
source here, okay? Openly admit it. All right. Consider the source. yesterday was awesome for me. Like, when that last game ended, okay, when Quinn Hughes scored that goal, I found myself, after watching 3 straight games, going, there's another one coming, right? Even though I knew damn well there wasn't another game going on, all right? It was captivating. It really was, in the Olympics yesterday. It was, take a look here, watch this. Wow, Quinn Hughes with time and space? Who saw that coming? McCarty and I literally, true story, in our text, you know, the Hockey Elite text here, McCarty and I literally said at the same time, Quinn Hughes. Like, he goes, McCarty wrote Quinn Hughes time, and I go, I swear to God, Mac, I was just talking about it to Mac, I was just going to say this. You give that guy time and space in a 3-on-3 in the Olympics, he's going to win the game.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, anybody who watches the NHL. But, all right, so can I get to the storylines? You had the Finns, who are great storyliners themselves. They play so hard. I respect the way they play the game. They play their system. They don't have a lot of star power. Taking on the little train that thinks it could in Switzerland, whose hockey program just keeps going like this every year. Seemingly every year just keeps going like that. And the Finns having to pull the goalie to tie the game and then eventually winning in overtime. Then, as you talked about, Canada and Czechia. That was awesome. All right?
Was.
Even with the 6 men on the ice, which, by the way, did you guys see that? It was the most blatant. We saw it in real time. I was like, there's 6 dudes on the ice, right? Right. And then, of course, about 10 seconds later, you look all over Twitter and you see all the screenshots of, you know, that. Well, that's how they had it. And then Canada had to get a goal late. You know, Nick Suzuki scores a goal, and then they win in overtime. And then the U.S. game. Are they really going to shut out the Swedes? Is the local kid from your neck of the woods, I might add Connor Hellebuyck?
Oh, yeah.
Is he really going to shut out the Swedes? Wow, this might be the bigger. Nope, the Swedes got a goal. It's going into overtime. It's anybody's game. Like, that was, to me, that was awesome. That was like, I'm not joking because of what the Lions did to me and because of JB, what Michigan State football did to us this past year.
Yeah.
That was as much fun as I've had watching sports in a long, long time.
Yeah.
My afternoon yesterday. It really was.
Yeah.
Because the Tigers became a chore at some point in time. I don't remember when it happened.
After All-Star break, that's when it happened.
It really did. It became a chore.
Cardiac cat.
Oh, they're on at 6:10 tonight. Well, I guess I got to turn it on.
Right.
You know, it became a chore. And you guys know how the Lions season went. I mean, we had moments.
Those last few weeks were brutal.
Brutal.
Awful.
Oh, my God.
Do you
After Thanksgiving, bro, I could tell our energy as like a network just went down.
That Pittsburgh game too.
I'm a firm believer in we knew, but we didn't want to know. And it's easy to say after the fact. But I remember that day, like you said, when we came in that day after Thanksgiving, I gave up. That's when I said, we're not going anywhere. This is it.
Shot to the heart, man.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere. We might get in the playoff, but we're not this is not a Super Bowl team. So, you know, now, the Pistons have had moments, but still, it's regular season moments, right? The Pistons, there's nothing, correct me if I'm wrong, KG, as a member of the basketball elite, okay? There's nothing the Pistons could do from this point until the day the playoffs start that would really send you next level, right?
No.
Because I expect number one.
Maybe a dub over the Thunder, you know, in a week or so. But yeah, that's about it.
But they're at number one. I expect them to be number one. Yeah. You know what I mean? Their prize is winning multiple. And I'm serious. I'm not just going to go, well, they won a playoff series and they haven't won since 2008. No.
It's not enough.
No, amen. I'm with you, right? So I don't know. I'm just asking you guys. And I know we're kind of all over the map with this, but that's the way my brain works. If you're one of those guys that you were ready to tap out, did you watch the action yesterday? I mean, do you get into it? I mean, I know it's easy when somebody's waving the American flag and all that stuff, but that was, even to hear you say that, KG, that Canada game was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was on before we left. I was checking in with it after Big D Energy, and it was really exciting, man.
Sidney Crosby goes down.
I wanted Canada to lose so bad. I wanted that half to be open for the U.S. Just couldn't get it done, bro. Couldn't get it done.
They can still, I'm telling you, and I ticked off a few people the other day. I will take the United States Defense Corps over Canada's Defense Corps every single day. Won't even think twice.
Yeah.
The Defense Corps, top to bottom, is so much better than Canada's. I think they have the gold standard in Makar, But in terms of certainly playing in their own zone and just being a better defense corps,
Yeah.
the problem with Canada is up front. They are.
Spinny said if we get into a power play with them, it's gonna be
They'll kill them.
Yeah,
Canada will
it's
kill
gonna,
them.
It's gonna get nasty.
No, Canada will kill them.
Yeah.
I mean, kill them. You're not going to contend. What you have to hope for is batten down the hatches, time and space becomes less, and there's no room out there, and you get into a slugfest 2-1, 3-2 type game. Right? That's what you are not going to run and gun with them. As fun as the American team is, and they are. It's a very fun team, all right? Just look at what Canada has up front.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It's like it's not fair. All right, but the one thing, and I was talking about it with some of my Canadian buddies yesterday, Canada hasn't done a real good job developing goaltenders. And that's still a weakness. And I know Binnington has won, but I think that's a weakness, and I think their back end is a weakness. And if it were me, I would lay on Canada. I would lay on Canada. And just say, I might not get you in the first 40 minutes. I might not get you in the first 45 minutes, all right? But just know we're going to be there, and we're going to keep putting pressure in your end. And try to ride out the storm because they are just too good offensively. But I'm intrigued. If people in the chat, all those variables that a college athlete just brought up about what makes football so great, I'm incredibly biased, but I think all those variables can apply to the game of hockey. Why isn't hockey bigger? Is it a regional thing? Is it's tough to find? Is it the Red Wings have been down for a while? I mean, it's the longest non-playoff streak in their illustrious history.
And this is hockey town, man.
Yeah, I'm always...
I will say, as far as like people actually getting into the sport and, growing up with a lot of friends that are hockey players that play AAA, the honey baked, stuff like that, it's expensive. Like every single factor that you've listed, I agree with. But, getting into it at a young age compared to baseball or football, hockey is like the most expensive sport to get into. So
no question.
That's could be part of a big factor as well.
Does that preclude you from enjoying the game, though? Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, 100%. That does make sense, and I don't think it should. But at the end of the day, too, if you're playing a sport, for let's say you play growing up playing travel baseball, for example, you're gonna watch baseball. Maybe when hockey's on, you're either at practice or doing something else. Maybe you're not paying attention to it. That's just kind of where I came from, especially watching kids around me grow up and. It is one of the more expensive sports to start
I love
off with.
hearing from guys like KG. Like, I'm not joking. That puts a big smile on my face to hear him talk about how all the boys are sitting in here watching a game, okay? The problem that the game of hockey has and the NHL has is, KG, you were all in yesterday watching a game. You didn't even, well, you kind of did have a rooting interest. You were rooting against Canada.
Of course.
Right? The problem that I think hockey has is bringing you back for another game.
Right.
That's it. It always... everybody and their brother's a big hockey fan when the U.S. Olympic team's doing real well, right? It's like the Rougeau brothers. Remember the Rougeau brothers waving their little flags and everything? Come on, I gave a great WWF.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
all right,
that's fair.
Like everybody's doing like this, waving, "Go America!" Yeah. And then the second that the United States are out, or you don't have a rooting interest, people you aren't checking in.
Yeah.
Hey man, when are the Wings playing next? Hey, man, I'm going to sit down and watch this Montreal-New York Islanders game on the 28th. I got such a rush watching this shit. I don't even care about either one of the teams. I just want to watch this game. And that's the disconnect that, for whatever reason, I think hockey has, KG.
Yeah, I don't know. And correct me if I'm wrong, but when you have sports that are internationally dominated, it could be harder to market those sports, especially over here. Like, I think about, not just hockey, but UFC is a perfect example. Compared to the 2000s, and you had all that name and brand star power that you had early on. Now the sport is kind of dominated by, people that are not from the U.S. And there's not really marketable names that you go point to like, oh, I want to go watch this guy. Oh, I want to go watch this guy. I know there's a lot of great American-born hockey players, but the sport being dominated internationally, I think it kind of affects how you market it over here and getting people to actually be interested in it.
I think there's more validity to that than anybody. Like, Patrick Kane has had an illustrious career, right?
Yeah.
Patrick Kane should be celebrated. He's the highest scoring. Patrick Kane is no longer a star.
No.
And Patrick Kane would be the first guy to tell you that, okay?
Yeah.
So, what do you have? You have a young player like Quinn Hughes, all right? Incredible as a defenseman.
Yeah.
Lane Hudson's another one.
Connor Bedard.
Yeah. But, those guys are Americans. These guys, do you relate to the Canadian and Connor Bedard?
Oh, he's Canadian.
Do you relate to Macklin Celebrini?
No.
Do you, right? I like, maybe if there was that American, I don't know. I know people hate him, and I think it's just so stupid. The American Sidney Crosby, who like that dude still produces. He's amazing to watch. I'm a simp. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a simp for Sid. He's phenomenal. A young player, watch Sidney Crosby play hockey. That's how you should play hockey, right? KG, I think there's if there was some great, I don't know, the American Gretzky.
Yeah.
The American Mario Lemieux,
Yeah. It's kind of the reason why soccer doesn't work over here. Soccer is literally arguably the biggest sport in the world. Like, if you're just being real, it's more popular damn near than NFL. The only thing that can really compete with the NFL, if you want to be real, but it doesn't hit over here like that.
Right.
And it's because it's so internationally dominated. You don't know a lot of those guys.
You probably don't know this. I don't think it's ever came up. So I'm probably going to. I love soccer.
Oh, yeah.
I'm all in on it. I can't wait for the World Cup to start. My world stops when the World Cup's on. And I'm so glad, if you remember in the last World Cup, it was in the fall leading up to winter. So we've had a shorter amount of time. Normally it's July to May. This time it's December until May. So that there's a shorter amount of time.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, for me, I've heard those arguments so many times. And the young soccer fans, I don't know if you have any friends who are soccer fans, the young soccer fans get so defendant about it. It's never going to catch on big here.
Yeah.
It's never. Funny. And I say that, and there's probably someone in the chat right now who's furious at me.
Yeah.
I listen, can I tell you, I've heard this shit for 50 years. That is not an exaggeration. I have heard that shit for 50 years.
Yeah.
Trevor Francis is coming to the Detroit Express. Oh my goodness, a real star from England is going to go. Oh my, soccer's going to take off to levels that we've never dreamed of. And you know what? It stays what it is.
Yeah,
man.
It doesn't work out that way. It's funny that you say that too, because I have in my group chat, I have a friend who's a Premier League fan, and everyone else doesn't pay attention to it, and he goes to war with all of us about it. It's like, it's actually comedy.
Premier League hype though, man.
Yeah, I like it. It's I like to sit back and listen to him. I like
keep
to
tabs on it. Yeah.
Let's give a shout out to DCFC and our guy Neil Rule. Right?
Yeah.
They found their niche. They found their crowd. They found their people.
Yeah.
It is never going to blow up here. Sorry. I've heard this. I've heard this for 40 plus years. You guys, you don't understand. Soccer's the next big thing. I don't see it. Maybe, you know what? If, God forbid, the United States makes a legitimate run one year in the World Cup, it'll get a kick.
Oh, for sure.
But you guys, we're stubborn.
Yeah.
Can I give you another example the other way and take no offense at this, okay? I will never get into NASCAR. It's never going to happen. I have my preconceived notions about NASCAR.
Yeah.
All right? I do. Listen, I'm admitting it.
Yeah.
All right? I will put 10 different colored socks in my dryer. I will charge you $5 to come to my house and $10 a beer, and I will let you look at the socks going around in a circle in my dryer. We'll call it. You know what? We'll call it the Baligian 5-double-R.
Yeah, there you go.
Right?
There you go.
That's no, and I know people love it, and people get mad when you say things like that. And it's like, you can take your shots at hockey. I don't care. You guys, no offense, I'm never going to give NASCAR a chance. I'm never gonna. Why don't you sit down and watch a race? I did once, and it was miserable. I watched a bunch of cars go around in a circle.
300 times until you see a crash.
I don't need to do it again.
Yeah.
All right? So we're stubborn and we're stuck in our ways. Unless something grabs you, what are the chances that you're going to change your opinion on something? Right?
Right, yeah.
Americans are stubborn.
We are.
Yeah.
Sports fans are stubborn. It comes back to that plate. KG, you have a huge helping of basketball on your plate, okay? And even this time of year, there's a part of your plate that is all in on football.
Yeah.
All in on football, right?
Oh, of course.
And you could say that year round for football fans. Let's be honest,
Yeah.
right? And then you know what you have to do? You have to separate from them. Okay, well, here's my Lion portion. And then my college football, I got to get my Michigan information. I got to get my state. I got to get my LTU hookup. Okay?
There you go.
And then there are some of us. Okay. Oh, I can't wait. Who's gonna be playing? Who's gonna be playing down at Wayne State in late August?
Yeah.
Who's gonna be playing? I'm really intrigued at those prep games, right?
Yeah.
Well, I broadcast them, so there's part of that. But literally, the DSC, the Detroit Sports Commission, has the prep kickoff classic, right?
Yeah.
I can't wait to see who's playing. So that's the kind of stuff. A lot of times there just isn't enough room on your plate to fill something in, and I think that's part of hockey's problem. You have people that you're all in with Michigan basketball right now. For the first time in a long time, KG. I mean, you tell me if I'm wrong. For the first time in a long time, you probably sit back going, "You're damn right, we can win a national championship."
You
right?
fucking right.
Yep. But why wouldn't you be all in?
Yeah.
I get it.
I'm getting those John Beilein team, vibes again, man.
Right.
It's even better this time around. So
100. I agree with you.
Yeah.
As good as that 2013 team was.
They deserved to win. They should have won that natty,
There's no
bro.
doubt about that.
It was goaltending, goddammit. I'm sorry.
Goaltending might be the thing that cinches up the gold medal in hockey, too.
Yep, there you go.
Different kind of goaltending. Now, so it's kind of, I get it. Like, here I'm asking the question. I get it, though. Like, you guys are dialed in on different things, and you don't want to give it a chance. And I understand that. And maybe you gave it a chance and you don't like it. But I was watching those games yesterday because it really was a great day for hockey yesterday. I was like, nah, I got to ask that question. And then you brought it up as a football player. It was like, yeah, all those variables, I can apply those to hockey.
Yeah.
But it just, for whatever reason, doesn't catch on. And it's amazing how that works out. KG, where do we want to go?
Let's go to, have you done Sharon's?
I can do Sharon's.
Hey.
All right, let me grab it right now. Give me just a second. Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning. They have been in business for 40 years. I say it all the time, but it rings true. That in and of itself, if you hang around that long, you must be doing something right. Winter, it's making a comeback. Did you see how the temperatures are supposed to drop the next few days?
Yeah.
Why don't you schedule that regular maintenance? Keep your heating system running safely and efficiently all season long. God forbid if your system ever breaks down unexpectedly. KG, correct me if I'm wrong, it happened to you like during one of those bad weeks, right?
Oh, yeah. The worst week of the fucking winter.
They got
Brutal.
him.
Yeah.
They got KG's back.
I only suffered for one day. It was out there.
There you go. Sharon's has you covered with fast, dependable emergency when you need it most. Check out the website, sharonsheating.com, or give Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning a call at 734-238-3805. That's 734-238-3805. Tell them Woodward Sports sent you.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports. A network for the city, by the city. Woodward Sports is Detroit sports.
It's game on at Art and Jake's. Wings, burgers, pizza, and ice-cold drinks served up with attention to detail. Wall-to-wall TVs, great service, and a vibe that keeps your crew coming back. Art and Jake's, a sports bar setting with a fine dining flavor.
Find your sun with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Cold, refreshing, and made for moments like these all year long. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
One.
Corporations, the government, even your insurance company, they'll do whatever it takes to minimize their liability and withhold your compensation. I can tell you about that. So when something goes wrong, make Ven Johnson your first call. You need justice. You need a dude who's going to fight for you. There's only one guy. You get the fighter. Contact Ven today at venfights.com. KG, true story. This is. I'm really serious. As I was doing that read, I thought about this.
All right.
And we're gonna get to your super chats in a second. Appreciate you guys. For the first time in my entire lifetime, I got a call from a representative at my healthcare provider. I'm not gonna say which one.
Okay.
And they literally had to grill me for why I was in the hospital for 5 days.
Damn. Okay.
I'm literally talking to them going, seriously?
Yeah.
Seriously? Like, my kids have made a joke about me. Or you know the movie Unbreakable?
Yeah.
With Bruce Willis?
Uh-huh.
My kids have made it, I never get sick. I never, and this thing happened, obviously. You guys can have fun with it. Continue to have fun with it. So I'm guessing from my healthcare provider's standpoint, they're going, well, why was he in the hospital for 5 days?
Right.
And my response is, well, why would it matter? You're a healthcare provider.
Yeah.
What does that? So, literally, I got a phone call yesterday. I had to do this Q&A with this representative, and I was going, are you serious? Wow, it's nice to meet you. I never heard from you before.
Yeah, what?
I guess I never got a call from you when I didn't go to the doctor for 10 straight years because nothing was wrong and everything.
Yeah, that's
the man's
insane.
out to get you. Give Ven a call, dude. All right, let's get to those super chats.
All right, we got some super chats in here. Shout out to everybody contributing to the show. Absolutely appreciate it. We got this one from Alex the Spoon. Bro, KG, I tried to watch curling, fell asleep twice. Most boring thing I've ever watched. I don't believe that you actually like it. I'm telling you, bro, it's just something about it. I love the way the game is like, I just like it. It's something about it that's just, it's different. I'm telling you, all
right, so we got busted last night. My son and I got busted. We were watching curling again, and my wife put 2 and 2 together. We were watching curling because there was one particular team we were watching, and it was the Italian ladies team.
Yeah.
And it was so funny because my wife, she was trying to figure it out, and then it hit her, and she goes, okay, I know why you guys are watching the Italian curling team.
Oh, my God.
There was a smoke show on the Italian
Yep.
I'm not even gonna. And when they get down and they get that serious look on their face, right when they're about to throw the rock.
Oh, yeah.
And she gave that sultry look, and
Locked
she was
in.
talking to me, and she was like, little man, I would do things to your swollen bones.
Oh, wait, okay.
I mean, it was, dude, that seductive look when they're about to fire that rock down. I was all
It's
in.
the little things of the game that just get me hyped. Bro.
Hey, you got
I
intense
fuck with
there
it.
a little bit.
Yeah,
for sure.
just a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, we got super chat from I Ain't Say That. Shout out to him. He says, the marketing is trash. I went to a Griffins game, and I think I was sitting alone at the end of the night because I kept saying, look how tall these guys are.
Those are great games to go to, by the way. I ain't say that. Make your way out to Van Andel in Grand Rapids sometimes. Great games to go to. I say it all the time. I mean, I was lucky enough to work for the USNTDP for a couple of years. Go out to Plymouth. Those games are unbelievable. And there are a slew of guys who are going to be in the National Hockey League before you know it. Look at the U.S. Olympic team right now. Do yourself a favor and do a little research to see how many of those guys played for the USNTDP.
Yeah.
I mean, it's phenomenal. But, again, I think a lot of times you're absolutely right. I ain't say that it's marketing. It's too bad.
Yeah, we got this one, another one in from Tef Sauce, $2 super chat. NHL is the worst major sport at promoting itself.
And it's not even close.
Yeah.
It's true.
Not even close. Not even, it's amazing. And you know what the worst part is? They have a bunch of people running it who think you're an idiot for saying things like that. And I'm as I've gotten older in life, I'm one. If multiple people are saying things, maybe they're right and I'm wrong, right? Maybe just call me
Could
crazy.
be. Yeah.
But if you guys are all talking about what a dick I am, all right? No matter how many times I protest, if you guys all call me a dick, maybe I'm a dick. Not straight. I'm probably a dick if everybody thinks that. You know what I mean? I don't get it. Be self-aware, man. But no, they don't. No. Everything's great, man. Look at these numbers. They always got these wacky numbers to be more.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Shout out to Labartney, $5 super chat from him. He says, at 1/4 of the chat right now, soccer is the most commie version of a sport that has ever existed. I'm sure Third Down Maz loves it. So shout out Labartney.
I love that he constantly calls not back to Third Down Maz.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
just
It's epic Maz.
In the annals of unbelievable things that have come out of Maz's pie hole, I root for sacks on 3rd and 6 is up there with anything. It really is.
And we got Drink in My Two-Step, $2 super chat from him. Last one. It's boring, 3 hours for a 1-0 game, hockey and soccer. But in hockey, you get a lot of scoring. But in soccer, that's what makes soccer live. The fact that it isn't a lot of scoring, the back and forth. I like that shit about soccer.
I like the chess match.
Yeah, goals are like at a premium, and I like that.
I would say the difference is as well in a 1-0 game, physicality usually goes through the roof. And
There you go.
I like seeing the big hits.
Yeah,
I really do. I'm a big fan. I think yesterday in particular there was an American defenseman by the name of Charlie McAvoy that was just crushing guys left and right.
Yeah.
It seemed like every time he was on the ice, he laid somebody out. I like seeing that. I mean, if it's boring, again, I'm never going to, you should like hockey because I like hockey. That ain't me, man. Just like if somebody says, well, you should like NASCAR, it's like, so I don't know what to, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen. Never going to happen.
Yeah, big shout out to Gold Crown for our Gold Crown super chats.
Yeah, appreciate you.
And for those of you guys that are wondering about my Lawrence Tech football highlights, unless you want to see a bunch of tape of me running around, running defenders off as a decoy, I had surgery in 22 and in 23 on both my knees.
Damn.
So you won't find a lot of that. I was a special teamer.
Yeesh.
But I have a practice tape, though, because I was practice team All-American at one point.
Oh, stop it.
Hey.
Go on.
They talking about practice.
Go on.
I'll make it public on YouTube for you guys if you guys want to see that.
Yeah, any former players we like to blast, they highlight tape. That's
yeah,
been the thing here
the
at
2
Woodward.
knee surgeries though, that almost cut it short for me, but I'm glad I stuck it out.
Yeah.
It always cracks me up, and I learned this at a very early age. It always cracks me up. I mean, here you're a dude that went and played college football, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just going to repeat what you said. Do not take this like personal at all.
For sure.
You couldn't even like scratch the surface of going out there and being a 1 or a 2 or a 3, right?
Yeah, it was like my sophomore year, which was I got there in 21. My sophomore year was 22. I had sustained the first injury, which was an ACL repair in camp, and then I came back for the 23 camp, and I guess I overcompensated on my right knee, which what happened to be a ruptured patellar tendon in my right knee. So
God bless you.
Yeah, it was those 2 years were definitely a struggle, and then the regime, the Avant Mitchell regime, they ended up getting wiped away, and decided to stick it out for my last 2 years because I ended up, this is my 5th year, so I played a 5th year, but yeah, never getting really that opportunity because once you got hurt, the whole depth chart just
Yeah.
you're swept underneath the rug, and that's how it is for at any level, to be honest.
I always laugh at the delusional people who like literally 5-10 years afterwards, and we all know guys like that. Okay, like, hey man, I was all city at my high school.
Right. Yeah, that's another thing too.
I think I could be a number 4 for the Lions.
Right. That's another thing too, is the people, like kids that come into small schools like this, they're usually the man in high school.
Right.
They're using this as a stepping stone to maybe propel themselves forward at a higher level. But to be honest with you, that's not usually how it works the majority of the time. I mean, we had dogs at L2, like guys that genuinely could have went and played at a higher level, but they just never did because they know they already made a name for themselves at this university, for this school, and they're going to try and make the most out of it. Then again, you go transfer to a higher school, you got to do the same process all over again.
Now,
it's double as hard.
I can talk about it from like the Wayne State level. And it's like, you guys, do you know how many, like you said, like studs?
Yeah.
Studs went there, okay? And, I mean, other than Joik, who I knew, like, the second I saw Joik, I was like, that guy can play in the NFL.
Oh, yeah, he was a
no doubt
beast.
in my mind.
Yeah.
He can, and obviously he did.
His Wayne State tape was incredible.
Pitt's another one. Pittman's another one. He played for the Lions for a few years.
Yeah.
So you sit back, and it always makes me laugh when I hear somebody say, oh, come on, man, I could go be a 4. You couldn't be a 4 at Lawrence Tech.
Yeah.
And that's why I said don't take disrespect to that. You know what I'm saying, B? You couldn't be a 4 at Lawrence Tech. You couldn't be a 4 at Wayne State.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I'm going to go to the open tryout. Good luck with that.
You're right.
Good luck with that.
It's a very humbling experience.
1,000%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate to throw this one up here, but I thought it was funny. Drinking by two-step. He says 2 knee surgeries in practice sounds like rape straw. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Also, Mike G wanted to know where did you play high school ball at?
Yep, I just put it in the chat. I went to Walled Lake Northern High School. We were big rivals with Walled Lake Western, who actually produces a lot of D1 and a couple NFL talent. Yeah.
Machine.
Oh, yeah.
The Warriors are a machine.
Yeah, we actually beat them my senior year, which was like one of the most rarest occasions in all of the LVC football land, if you follow that. So,
dude, you know me. I love prep football.
Oh yeah.
Don't even hide it. It's like I'm honored to be part of the Player of the Year conversation and being a part of that, and calling games on Friday night. Man, I'm serious. Like, I don't care where it is. Like, there's something still cool about being on a high school campus on a Friday night, man.
Yeah.
It's just the whole Friday night lights thing is real.
Oh yeah, we used to get it active going in high school. Well, but, my senior year was COVID year, so we didn't have the student section and all that stuff. We had the first 3 games cut out and whatnot. But both the times that we went to the playoffs, we had to play Catholic Central in the first round, Detroit Catholic Central. So we got waxed both times in the first round. So we just can't compete with those Catholic schools at the end of the day, But they're another workhorse. But it was a good experience for sure. But especially at the college level, you get humbled because you come in the man. At least at Walled Lake Northern, we had 70 guys on the team, and I was kind of in the shadow. We had a couple offensive linemen that went D1, and we had a couple skill players that one of them went to Saginaw Valley State. Some pretty high level caliber players. So I was kind of in the shadows a little bit. So I kind of already came in with a humble mindset. But if you come in as the man, it's a very humble experience, to kind of see how the depth chart operates and how the coaches operate, how the whole thing just kind of goes,
You are competing against 100 other the mans.
Yes, absolutely right.
And that's what people don't understand.
Right.
But don't worry, you haven't played football in 10 years. I didn't see your tape when you were. Surely you could make it. You come in on those Tuesday practices down in Allen Park, and I'm surely they're going to look at you and go, man, I can't believe all the colleges missed. You know what? We're going to sign you to the practice squad.
Yeah.
And we'll see what you got. The level of delusion, man, it really is remarkable.
Yeah.
Pistons back in action. I said it yesterday. I'm going to say it again. It seems like 3 weeks, but no better way to get back at it tonight than against the Knicks.
Yes,
really
sir. Knicks and then the Bulls right after that. Yep. I cannot wait. Pistons about to whoop some New York ass. Cade in the Garden, man.
Do it
Get
again.
ready, Steven.
Do it again. Good luck to the U.S. women as well. I will die on this hill. As sure as I sit here today, the most hated rivalry in all of sports is U.S. hockey versus Canada hockey.
Yep.
Those women hate each other. I've never seen anything like it. Hate each other. I had the fortune of calling the 2017 World Championship. You think we see hate between the Bears? They hate each other. It's awesome. All right, peace. We'll see you. Be great being in here. Take care of those knees. JB, KG. Don't forget, coming up, 11 o'clock, we got Big D, then Bray and Shep, and, of course, the heavyweights. See you tomorrow morning. Peace.
Planet Fitness now has even more best-in-class strength equipment. Join today for $1 down and save.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
Finding new faith. New focus.
Love that new equipment smell.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.